Okay, so we've been getting a few questions from some of the folks that we know, friends, family, about what we bought, the condition of the boat. Have you seen it? That's one of the big questions we've gotten. Have we seen it? Well, yes and no. Have we seen it in person? Not as of yet. What we have seen are pictures that we will go through and we'll share with you guys now. A little overview of the boat. Currently it is in Rockport, Texas, which is just north of Corpus Christi. We bought it at auction. Like we stated before, I believe. This boat went through Hurricane Harvey. Was an insurance claim and went to auction via the insurance company. That's how we bought it. So a little bit about the boat. It's a 1984 Hunter Legend 40. The overall length of the boat is 39.5 feet. The width of the boat is 13.5 feet. This is the shoal draft. It's a 5-foot draft. And this is running 17,900 pounds displacement. This is a fiberglass boat. We've looked at a couple others. This is all fiberglass. And all in all, the hull's in pretty good shape. This is powered by a single Yanmar 4-cylinder diesel motor. It's an inboard. The description we got, it states that the engine looks neglected. The pictures that are in here, parts of the engine look neglected. The other part looks pretty good. Being a small diesel engine, I think it's going to come back around no problem. You know, there's a little of this, a little of that on the boat. You know, there are batteries on it. Looks like they're interstates. I've had good luck with interstates in the past. If not, they'll be replaced. It's just a battery. The electronics the description is very vague. What's in the boat, the pictures show very little. A couple handheld radios, one stationary VHF. So as far as electronics, we're not certain exactly what's on her. And when it comes right down to it, we don't know what works on the boat or what does not. Hence the adventure of what we're doing. This does have a single head. Basically, it's the bathroom, has the bathroom, shower, sink, all rolled into one. The galley it's actually not set up too bad. It's got the sink, it's got a propane stove that's gimbaled, so basically that rocks back and forth to go with the motion of the boat. Currently there's a microwave, toaster oven, coffee maker, ice maker in it. The microwave, the toaster oven, our plan right now is to take that stuff out. It's a huge power draw. The pictures in the boat, everything that's in it now, it looks like somebody's apartment that got shaken up like a snow globe. When it went to auction, everything that was in there, whoever had this boat before, I'm assuming they lived on the boat at dock by the looks of what's in there. When it went to auction and when we bought it, for good or for bad, that became ours. I think some of that will be serviceable and salvageable. There's other parts of it that are most definitely just going down the road. This does have a queen berth in the back, in the aft of the boat. It's got the forward berth, you know, the V berth, and then it's got two settees, basically a couch on either side, and one's kind of a wraparound like a dinette style. There is no trailer on this boat because, well, it's 40 feet long. So, yeah. The pictures across the top deck. Currently, there is no mast on this. Standing, there is a mast on it, but unfortunately, it is laying down on top of the deck in two pieces with the boom, with the jib, absolutely everything. All the rigging is laying down flat on top of this boat. We're back to Hurricane Harvey on that one, but that's all fixable. You know, from what I see in the pictures and what I've read on the descriptions, the boat itself is okay. We just have to get a new mast put on it and get it re-rigged. There's a few minor things on there that are going to have to be fixed. The preacher's pulpit up front on the bow, it's got a little wow to it. We can get that either bent back into shape, or we'll just take it off and bend it back in. There's a few grab holds, or hand holds here and there that need to be reseated. Looking at the outside of the boat, the exterior hull, it needs cleaned. It definitely needs sanded down. Our plan is to sand it and repaint it, and then rename the boat. Right now it's Dulcinea, however you pronounce it. It will not be that because I cannot pronounce it. There again, looking at the outside of the boat, as you go around the hull, there's no visible damage, and if there is, once again we're back to it's fiberglass. We can fix that. On the back of the boat, on the aft, there is a swim ladder, which is kind of handy. We like the water, like fishing, like swimming, so that's going to come in handy. Moving into the cockpit, the wheels there. These pictures are taken late October. When we first saw these pictures were about 3 weeks old, 2.5, 3 weeks old, something like that. So I'm fairly confident that this is the condition of the boat. But looking at the wheel, you've got the navigation center right there in the cockpit, the electronics, your wind meters, your compass, all that, exterior seating, and what you can see are winches and a whole bunch of rigging that's just laid out all over the place. With the electronics in the cockpit, we don't know if any of this works. I'm going on the assumption that it does. If not, we'll replace it. It all goes with it as part of bringing this boat back to life. Unfortunately, it does cost money. So with the repairs, we definitely have to prioritize. I just went blank. There are areas in here that need attention. Maybe not right away, but fairly quick. There's a porthole that needs reseated. It looks like somebody went crazy with, it looks like toothpaste or stucco. So going on the assumption that leaks, that's an easy enough fix. Like I say, there's a few rails that need to be reseated. Nothing major on that regard. Looking at the inside of the boat, like I say, it looks like somebody's apartment that you just shook up like a snow globe. There is personal items literally all over this thing. Whoever had it before, the previous owner, it looks like they might have grabbed what they absolutely had to and ditched the rest right before the insurance kicked in. There's just some weird stuff strewn around on it. Looks like a floaty iPhone case, a wind-up flashlight, and 1,000 other things. 90% of that is probably going by the wayside. The cushions, most of the cushions are still there. If nothing else, we'll use them as a pattern and make new for the bench seating. The wood looks like it's in fairly decent shape. The pictures that we have of it are bad at best, but it's all wood. Everything interior is wood. That can be brought back, so I'm not too concerned with that. The back berth, you can barely see it through a lump of linen and mattress topper. but believe it or not, that's actually a queen bed. So looking through the aft cabin, the fellow that had it before, I'm assuming he lived on the boat. There's actually 2 tool chests left on this boat. No idea what's in any of this. It'll be an adventure just getting into it the first time. Hopefully it's okay to get into. Hopefully we don't find anything too awful weird. But he did leave everything in a rather big hurry from the looks of it. Like I say, a little bit of everything. So it'll be an adventure once we get there and start looking through it. So that is our boat. Once we get down to it, we'll have a little bit better idea of what we're dealing with, and we will be able to walk through it and take a little bit better video and pictures of it. And we'll get that posted up to let everybody know what we're going to be dealing with. We'll come up with a listing of the items that need to be repaired, the items that need to be fixed as far as priority levels, high priority to the want it someday list. But once we get down there and see it, we'll let you know, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so if you like this, if you want to follow along with this, give us a thumbs up, subscribe along, follow along on the adventure, because it's going to be definitely an adventure. Alright, we'll talk to you later.